This is the fastest AMG GT you can buy. It's called the GT3. More race car than road car, the bods at AMG have tuned its 4-litre turbocharged V8 to produce 577 brake horsepower and 516 pound-foot. 0 to 60 takes just 3.5 seconds, and its top speed is 198 miles an hour. And I've got it on a racetrack.
So AMG GT3. First thing you experience with this is just how angry the motor sounds. It's mechanical, it's guttural. For a turbocharged motor, that's pretty impressive. Alright, we're going onto the main straight at Portimao. Tiny bit of understeer as we're going, so we're going a bit too hot. Plant the throttle, 230 kilometers an hour, 240, 250, and brake, carbon ceramic brakes are pretty stunning. Man, they stopped this thing. Easy to modulate, great pedal feel. This car as a whole though, it doesn't feel too much like a handful. You get something like a 911 GT3 RS, which is undoubtedly what this is going to be compared to. And well, that feels quite heavy, quite purposeful, whereas what Mercedes has done here is they've made quite a light car. It feels very light on its feet. But the gearbox, mercifully, is pretty good. Change gear on your own, and it's pretty responsive. It's not the best in the world, but it's not the worst either. Man, you can feel everything through the front. The steering, again, isn't quite as sharp as that magical Porsche, but you get great feedback through the wheel. I know where the front wheels are. I can tell where there are ruts and dips in the circuit. There is a 9-stage traction control. What you have to do to activate that is to turn everything off and then fiddle with a little yellow knob in the instrument binnacle. Good Lord, this thing gathers pace so quickly. Now in race, it's a lot more communicative. You get a little bit less assistance, so you've really got to feel the car. And it also makes you realise that, my God, you've got to be careful with it. Just you give it just a little bit too much coming out, and the back, it'll slide. Oh boy, it'll slide. It doesn't feel like a super hardcore car. What it feels like is a harder core version of the AMG GTS, and soon to be the AMG GTC, which is the slightly more powerful one than the S. In all, it feels great. It's a little bit, it feels very light, it feels very nimble, and at the same time, it is slightly twitchy. And that's the kind of behaviour that encourages you to learn and to treat things with respect. On the track, this thing it's good fun, but most people who buy these, I will wager, aren't going to take them on there. So, after a little bit of a cool down, because I'm going to need a bit of a cool down after this, I'm going to take one out on the road and see what it's like on there.
You can see from its face that it doesn't look like the GTs you can get currently. It's got a Pan America grille that looks awfully like the ones you used to get on the old 300 SL and SLR racers. You also get carbon brakes, a Lecky limited slip differential, adjustable suspension, something called AMG Dynamic Plus, which gets you dynamic engine and transmission mounts, more power from 6,000 to 6,500 RPM, and more negative camber on the front wheels.
So, welcome to the road portion of what's the AMG GT3 like. We're in comfort mode. We're on the roads around the circuit. The steering's really light. So on the track you get quite a bit of bite to it. It feels heavier, it feels more communicative, but here it's kind of less so. Stick it into sport, let's see what happens. On the road, it feels a lot more as it should have been. You know, it feels a lot more pointed. The acceleration, it just minces you. You get pushed into the back of your seat and the world goes all blurry. On the track you don't quite get that sensation of speed, but on the road, man, it's phenomenal. The AMG GT's interior is, it's beautiful. There's carbon fibre in here, and there's lots of big buttons that makes you feel a little bit like an airplane pilot or a racing driver, especially that 9-stage traction control knob in the middle of the dash. That's pretty cool. Visibility-wise, practicality-wise, there's a little bit of a boot in the back. Not too much, not too little. You can see out of this. The rear vis is a little bit large, but the front pretty massive. There is plenty of tech in here. You get Merc's command system, which I've never really gotten on with. I'm sure it's very, very good for some people, but for me, I don't find it as intuitive or as easy to use as, say, Audi's system or BMW's.
There are super sticky Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tyres on each corner and active aero to keep you stuck to the ground, and the power gets to the rear wheels via a 7-speed automatic gearbox.
In all, the AMG GTR, it does feel like that one step above the GTS and the upcoming GTC. This is a serious, serious car made by serious, serious people. Next year, in 2017, I'm going to be getting my hands on one of these and we're going to take it to a track in the UK and we're going to send everything off and do lots of big skids and have lots of fun. But until then, if you want to hear more about this, my road test, full written thing with words and pictures and stuff like that will be up on theroadshow.com. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time.